I like to know where people stand so I know how to treat you accordingly.
They be trying to do it, I'm just doing me. Yeah. I be working hard and they just want it free.
Be competitive with yourself. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Jsean for another quick and cool pickup. So if you saw my other videos, if I even had a chance to post it up at this point, a lot of this stuff is going to be rushed, man. Probably the next like 10 or so videos are probably not going to be exactly how they are, but I am in a new space. This isn't the normal setup. I still have my normal setup or replicated it. It's just this is a different part of it. And it's the quickest way I can put something out. So with that being said, a lot of people, I'm a little late because I didn't have time to do it, but a lot of people are not into getting stuff from StockX, and a lot of people are. You don't care, you're just trying to get what you want to get. To each his own. It's not illegal. I'm not judging nobody. Don't judge me. It's my business if I choose to. It's your business if you choose not to. At the end of the day, it's my choice. I'm cool with it. Despite all the things that come with that, I'm cool with it. And that's all that should matter, to whether it be me or what it matters to you. I just made a choice to pay higher. Everything is higher right now, whether you're getting it from the retailer directly or you're getting it from places like StockX, who's just a middleman in the circumstances. The situation is how it is across the board, and you can make the decision that's fit for you, right? The other part of this thing is a lot of people who were talking about the new Nintendo Switch, a lot of people weren't supporting it because they're saying it's just the same thing, and people like you, whoever's buying it, you're ruining it because you're just buying it because it's new and there's no real upgrade to it. Listen, at the end of the day, it don't matter why I'm buying it or whoever's buying it. I bought it. I can do what I want with it. If you don't like it, you don't have to watch and listen to what I'm saying. It's that simple. I don't have to listen to what you're saying. I can easily click off the video. It takes more effort to go out of your way, to leave a comment, to put a thumbs down, to do all these different things. Bottom line is, the people who end up making these hateful comments and stuff like that are people who don't actually even have it. So you have nothing to look forward to. It's just a form of, like, it seems like it's a form of negative, like, energy, like envious energy. That's what it feels like. I'm not saying that's what it is, but that's how it comes off. So if you don't mean to be like that, chill out, relax, just watch what the content is, or don't. Just move forward. With all that being said, I did pick up a Switch. The one that looked like an Oreo cookie. The one that's black and white, look like a snowman or whatever, that kind of resembles what the PlayStation vibe looks like. I picked it up, and I picked it up for the reasons that I want to pick it up for. And I'm just going to give you a little whatever on it. I got little ones, and when I bought the last Nintendo Switch, I don't care about the screen being bigger or the OLED. My thing is, I bought it to use it. Slowly but surely, my kids kind of like took it up from under me, and I didn't even get to play it, never really played it at all. Now that I want one for myself, and everybody can still enjoy it, but it'll be more of mine that they're borrowing now, versus the other one, I kind of just let them take it over. Slowly it turned into the kids' system, you know what I'm saying? So with this, I'm buying a Switch. It doesn't matter if it was the OLED version or the non-OLED version or the extended battery version. At this point, I wanted it, and the way I am is, the way electronics work is, over time, the older the technology, the older the whatever it is, it just starts getting replaced. It gets cycled out. So I wanted the latest if I'm able to get it. And yes, I paid a little bit more than I should have or could have, or whatever the case is. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. I think I did about 100 over retail. Now, some people think the 50 over the regular retail versus the traditional Switch is too high. That's your choice. If it's too high, then it's too high for you, and you're not going to end up buying it, and that's cool for you, and it's not cool for me. I mean, it has nothing to do with what I can afford or not afford, or what I'm choosing to spend my money on. So, and this ain't no shot. This is just for y'all to understand. It's like, you don't understand how much hate. It's not even, I don't care about it, but it's just like, come on. After a while, it's just like, relax. You know what I'm saying? It got a lot of stuff like that. You see a lot of comments like that on the PS5 videos and all this other stuff. It's just like, man, I'm just sharing my experience. This video ain't for y'all. It's for the ones who think like me and wanted it like me, and did things that are similar to what I'm doing. That's who I'm trying to reach, not people who don't know what I'm talking about or why I did it. I'm not trying to convince nobody or nothing. It's for people who are already thinking similar to how I was thinking about something, and I'm just trying to help you make a decision on your own. I'm not pushing you to do anything. I don't get nothing off of that. So with that being said, after all this long conversation and talking, this time, I mean, because this is the thing with StockX. Most people who are already looking for systems that aren't available easily on retail, you're pretty much not concerned about the price at this point, right? Now there's another group who is concerned with the price and they're pissed because they can't get it and they don't feel like it's right to pay over retail. I get it. That's a certain group of people. Now, the other group of people, like I said, who are willing to pay this premium, they don't mind paying the premium. The problem is they're nervous because they never dealt with places like StockX, so they want to make sure it's legit. They want to make sure they're not getting ripped off. They want to make sure it's not a scam. This is not a scam. I'm not sponsored by them. I don't work for them. I don't make commission off them, anything. This is just me. When I first did StockX, it was actually shoes. StockX with shoes is going to be a little more scary, at least in my opinion, because shoes are something that's easily replicated nowadays to the point where even the replicas or the fake ones or whatever you want to call it are almost as good as the originals. They have they all have manufacturing defects to some degree, and it's like the imitation ones or whatever they're called are sometimes looking better than the originals. So it's kind of crazy. That is one of those mysteries where I'll never know completely if I got the real ones. You know what I'm saying? That's a scary thing to think of. But if you get like a PS5, you can't sit here and say, did I get a legit PS5? It's either real or it's not real. You either have it or you don't. The worst case scenario I've ever seen or heard with PS5, and there was only a couple people, was the system ended up being flagged because I guess the people who was selling them to StockX, or some of the units might have been deemed stolen. This is the thing. What I've heard, and based on people in the comments, how they replied back and forth with me, and going back and forth with StockX, they all ended up getting it resolved. They got their refund. It's a pain that you got to repurchase it, but you got your money back. They just had to show that it was not a brick system, but a flag system, because their whole thing is they're selling you a new unit, not a new stolen unit. If they knew it was stolen, they wouldn't obviously sell it, but how would they know until you try to activate it with your online account? And until then, they won't know, just like you won't know until you try it. So if that's a worst case scenario, as long as you can prove it, you're good to go. They're not going to scam you out of it. The company's like $1 billion company. I said this plenty of times in comments. So, and I know I'm doing a lot of talking, but it's just like I feel like talking right now, and that's what I'm doing. It ain't like you really care what the OLED looks like. You done seen what it looked like. It looked like a regular Switch. This is pretty much me wanting to talk about my experience again, and me getting the first impressions on it and stuff like that. And just a little explanation into why I ended up doing it, and why I'm doing it, and why I may continue to do it in certain situations in the future. Now, don't be nervous about StockX in general. Like I said, they're not a scammy business. Sometimes you see, I even see it in the comments, like, you should get it from this place, but it'd be like some robot type stuff putting comments in my comments. And as far as those, I don't really trust stuff like that. Look up StockX. If you ever hear any type of iffy reviews, it always has something to do with shoes, not consoles or nothing crazy like that. Shoes is how I explained it to you a second ago. Shoes are iffy because of how I explained it. And you have to remember who's the people who are actually inspecting shoes. It's not like they are Nike that's inspecting them. You know what I'm saying? These are third-party people, so they're going to make mistakes. It's going to happen. And at the end of the day, there are a lot of people trying to scam StockX. So they're trying to cover themselves. So they have very high rules, and some people get screwed over. I don't know why. I don't know. I haven't had that. Knock on wood, it hasn't happened to me, and I hope it don't happen to you. But back to the console situation, I feel like if you're okay with paying the higher market price, go ahead and do it. What are you going to ponder for? If you're already willing to pay over and you don't have the time, patience, and a little bit of luck to go ahead and get it for retail, just do it, get out the way, enjoy it. Because if the longer you wait, if you're already going to pay over, you could have had it and been enjoying it and got your money's worth as far as skipping the line, so to speak, to get what you needed for that extra premium price. Now, as far as PS5 is concerned, even though this isn't about PS5, it's more or less about StockX experience. The PS5s, honestly, man, I have landed, and no, I don't resell consoles and none of that. I've been giving it within my family, my household, and my family type stuff, okay? And every time I've landed retail, it was kind of like by accident. It's not even like I was one of the people like researching. The first time I did kind of, and I landed, it was like pretty lucky. The other times, when I knew it was there, I just reacted really quickly. Make sure you have an account. So if you think you might buy from Best Buy or GameStop or a Walmart or someplace like that, Target, just make sure you have a retail account, a Target account on the app. It's free. All you do is download the app for Best Buy, for Target, whoever, and then put your payment, your address, shipping information already saved in there. So when there is a time for a drop, you have a much better chance at securing something by being able to hurry up and click, click, click and be done. Because a lot of people are scrambling to punch in the information. It doesn't quite work out that well for you, unfortunately. So now with this part being said, let's just get right to this part. I've been talking for quite some time, so let's go get this over with. And the crazy thing is my son wanted to unbox this, and I told him I wasn't even gonna get it because he don't understand. He sees me doing YouTube, and he wants to do. He wants to see. He wants to do. Like a lot of people who want to do YouTube only see the part that looks cool. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he got a lot of things. Oh, like, you know how like the kid YouTubers who are banging with the money, like doing super good, like the Ryan kid, they're like, you know, millions of views, millionaires, and their little kids. Everybody's like, man, I need to get my kid to make videos because they're making all this money and they're getting free stuff or just making videos. How hard could that be? That looks easy. I work a 9 to 5. That ain't nothing. Nah, I'm telling you, YouTube is hard. You know what I'm saying? If you do it full time, it's hard. If you do it part time, it's hard. If you do it any expectation, it's hard. It's a lot of work. Don't get it confused. The small, super small level that I'm on, it's hard. It's very time consuming. It takes a lot of effort. It's a lot. That's why I get mad at myself, because I have the ability to do a lot of different things and the ability to make the production value super high. I just choose not to because it's so overwhelming. I have a lot of other things going on that I can't dedicate my time solely to making it look cool and pretty looking and all this other stuff. Sometimes I just want to get to the point because I start losing the enjoyment of doing it. And I just want to get it over with. You know what I'm saying? So I have so many videos that I've slacked on and didn't do a good job the way I was supposed to or intended to. And that's just how it ended up working out. So with that being said, this is how it came from StockX. It came in exactly 5 days. I got delivered on a Saturday. I think it was UPS. The crazy thing is I don't recall UPS ever delivering on Saturdays before. It could be just how the market is right now. Yeah, but that just is what it is. Of course, you're going to get this. This is what I did right here. Let me blank out my information. All right, here you go. Hopefully you can see this. $4.15 sales tax, where I'm at 6%, $26.49. Processing fee, which is basically how they authenticate it. It's how they have to fund and get paid, right? $12.45. Shipping was only $13.95. It's a very small box. It ain't nothing. So the total ended up being $467.89. I was calculating this. Retail is $350. Tax is approximately 20 some dollars. You're paying approximately $370-ish retail. I pretty much paid a little, like 90 something extra. To me, honestly, that wasn't that bad and wasn't too big of a deal where I felt like it hurt too bad. So I'm cool with that. If it ain't cool with you, don't do it. Ain't nobody trying to force that to you or whatever. But I don't even want to show the serial number. I might have already had in the video, but boom, here it go. And I got a different type of setup here, so I might not even be looking at the camera. I don't know. And a lot of people was like, man, you don't need this. You don't need this if you're always gonna put it on the TV. What's the point of having OLED? I don't know. I mean, it has a better stand, a better battery. I don't really care. I got it because it's the latest version, because I was gonna buy one. I'm starting from scratch, so I wanted the latest version. Why not? Now, this is the certification sticker. Remember, it hasn't been opened. They open it, and then this is how they do it. I'm about to open it, even though I could probably peel this off. These special stickers right here, they know when they've been tampered with. So let's just open this up real quick. So what I'm doing is, my situation here is a little bit better. It's a bigger space. I got like a living room inside my bedroom type. I'm not bragging, I'm just happy about it, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, I'm gonna put like a separate TV over there, allow my little ones to play so I can kind of monitor them and see what they're doing, but they can kind of have their own little game area or whatever. I mean, I'm gonna be on it too, but it's just what it is. It's gonna stay in my control, my possession, and that's it. And I don't even know how I'm gonna put it out because I did a horrible job of making a video. If you have a cellular service, like, I don't know, I have AT&T, you know what I mean? So with AT&T, they had a trade-up program. I had an XS Max. I paid a lot of money for it at the time, but they allowed up to $1,000 for a trade-in. For mine, they accepted $1,000. I had two of them. They gave me $2,000 credit towards the purchase of this phone. I ended up jumping up to a 512 gig, and I'm only paying, like, I don't remember. It's very small. Whatever the difference is super small. It ain't really nothing. I must tell you, I wasn't impressed with the iPhone 12. I got well, my girl got an iPhone 12, like the regular version. And I was like, beside it being super light and just whatever, it just really didn't impress me. I really didn't care for it. I'm telling you, these cameras on here, it doesn't know justice by looking here, but it has a cover on it right now. But these things is huge. You can't tell in the videos, they're huge and they really bulge out. These are big cameras on here. And I'm not gonna lie, when you take pictures and videos, things look way better on here. I'm not saying it's gonna look like a regular camera like this or something else, but man, it actually, like, you'll take a picture and it looks all noisy and staticky, and then when you boom hit the picture and it shows it to you, it looks like it's a sharp, clean picture. It's crazy. And you can macro this joint. I know this ain't about the phone either, but I haven't talked to you in a while, so I just want to get this out. You can get so close, like a macro. If you don't know what macro is, meaning like life size ratio, you know what I'm saying? So you can literally get all up on the object, like this close, literally my hand in the phone, and you can see something like the little fine hairs or skin or creases or whatever in my skin, or a piece of lint on a shirt, or whatever the case is. Pretty dope. Anyway, I'm sorry, back to what we came here for, back to what I came here for, because I don't know why you're here, to be honest with you. But boom, let's get this out of the way. And man, you know what's crazy? Doing this move, I done purchased a lot of little things that I think is really cool. I didn't even know they had, like, I'm gonna put a little light over here in one of my next videos. It's like a little kid's light for Amazon or something, but I like his little mood light. And then you got, like, I didn't even know they had an Amazon clock. If you don't know what that is, it's just a little cheap feeling IKEA type vibe clock, but it has like the little glow thing, so when you set a timer, it counts down. That sounds petty to some people, but to me, I just thought it was interesting. So boom, this is like, now I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's because my kids handling my stuff. They keep talking about this drifting stuff, and I see it a lot on the internet where they say like the controllers start drifting. I know with the console that I already have, they keep saying that it don't work well. It's a lot of drifting. I don't know what the cause of that is or the root of it is, but yeah. Hopefully this isn't the situation with this. This never been powered on. One thing I hate about how things are now, they're dusty, man. You could tell somebody opened this and checked it out, I guess, at least. One thing I do like the stand though. Way easier. I don't know if you can see that. That's definitely pretty cool. Screen, I don't know. My little ones is on there right now, doing what they do. So my son, you know what? Oh, I was saying is that what I don't like about the new way of doing things is how everything is online. I'm not gonna lie, it's irritating. There's really nothing to unbox here. Let's just be honest. You ain't come here to see what this look like. I'm not gonna front. My kid was like dying to unbox one of these, so I'm probably gonna let him do it. Not on this video, but let me just show you what I got, because I knew, well, I didn't know, but I read sorry about the noise. I read so many reviews on this thing where I was like, nah, it ain't worth it. Everybody in the comments saying it ain't worth it, it ain't worth it, it ain't worth it. So in my mind, I'm like, dang, you make me feel like it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. Then it's worth it to me, and I got it, and that's it. I did get this. It comes with a screen protector and a case. Boom. This was at Best Buy. Originally, it was in stock, readily in stock, and then I had to order it and have it shipped to you and some other stuff. But it's just a white one. Nintendo, kind of go with the flow here. Boom. I got that at Best Buy. You can get one too, hopefully. Let me see. I think that's pretty much it, man. Make sure you do everything at top level. Your top level. Remember, you're no competition with anybody except yourself. So make sure your next move is your best move, or at least your better move. I know I'm all scattered all over the place. I even have the updated iPad. I wish I didn't get the 64 gig. I have an iPad Pro that I use personally, but it's the new, what is it, 9th generation or something like that? 8th, 9th generation, 10-inch, 10.1 inch iPad, whatever it's called. I think it was around 4 or less, something like that. I got some accessories for it, but I didn't even open it yet. I don't know if I want to open it because I don't know if I want to keep it, because I got it for somebody and now I'm thinking they don't need it. And if I were to get it for myself or even my kids, I would have got like at least 128 gig or whatever the next step up is. 64 gig is pretty small. If you just like to stream, maybe it's good. I'm not really sure, but Yeah, maybe I'll open it and compare it right next to my iPad Pro and give you my thoughts on that. Not really sure yet, but hopefully the more I get back into creating, this stuff just flows naturally for me. It's just that when I force this stuff, man, I'm all over the place and it shows it. Till next time, later.